Hello, everyone. I am back. My older dog, I told you guys about in my other video, is still here with us. We're trying a medication, but the truth is she is 17 years old. We feel like it is not her time yet, that she still has a good quality of life, and the new medication is helping. And we're really just hoping that she'll continue doing well from after the holidays and have a little bit more time with her. But that's just a little update. She's currently still here with us. She's 17. She's very, very loved, and we feel like she's okay for now. We just have to keep an eye on her. Um, Today I am going over a few books that I recommend to have in your household, whether it's for helping for survival or cooking or just, I think, good information to know. I will tell you guys where I got them, a little bit about each book, give you a little bit of glimpse into it, but I don't think that it has to be the exact same books as mine. There's so many books out there. Some of these still have the price tag on it, so that will be easy to tell. But I don't remember for a couple how much they were. I just don't remember. So the first one that I recommend is a pet first aid CPR. I do like the quick references. Just that way, if something happens, you just want to know. Like, what do I do for CPR? What do I do for a scratch? Just right off the top of your head. And yes, of course, if something happens, you go to the vet. But sometimes you're just not able to go to the vet. When I say that, I mean like in a case of emergencies, you just aren't able to go. Or if it's something minor, or sorry, that came out bad. Sometimes in emergencies, like if you're having to bug out, for example, I'm bringing my cats with me. You can reference their first aid bag, tour kind of thing, and their bug out bag. I would bring this with me. Or if it's a very, very minor issue, you can reference this. But I personally always at least call my vet to get advice. But this is for an emergency. I feel like for what animals in your care, you should have a reference to that animal. So I have cats 24/7, and then I have dogs that I have about 2 to 3 times a week. So I like to have a cat and dog for reference. But if you have like a bird, I would have a first aid bird or ferrets or guinea pigs, hamsters. I just feel personally that if you have an animal in your care, you should have something referencing towards them. And to go along with it, a first aid bag. So I'll just give you like a little look here. So this one has some like healthy pet weight references. I don't know how old this is, and I'll tell you where I got it from in a second. Basic body language chart, so it even gives you like what it looks like if they're happy, angry, sick, scared. This is for like ticks and blisters. Let me see here. I believe this is like, okay, this is like overheating. Seizures, shock signs. This is the CPR. And then it gives you like important numbers to get track that you can put down. I didn't know that. That was really cool. I have looked through all this book, but I don't remember this being in the back. A little bit about the author, if you guys want to take a pause on that. But it has a whole bunch of stuff in it. There's also like wound care, and how to like muzzle and safely, that kind of stuff in here. So there's that. I got this from Amazon. I don't remember how it was. I believe it was less than $10. I got it on sale. And then to go along with that, I believe that you should have a first aid book that goes for you. You're a human. um, I also believe that if you have kids, I don't right now, that you should have one that caters to that age group. So if you have an infant and infant first aid, child first aid, and then from there, teenagers are categorized mostly into adults except for medicine. But that just kind of depends on the age. A lot of medicines are adults, I believe, after 12 or 13. Don't quote me on that. I believe it is. But this one I believe has some infant stuff in it, but it's mostly just for catered towards adults. But so the main things it has is heart attack, stroke, food poisoning, choking, head injury, shock, anaphylaxis, minor wounds, and burns. I love that it has like the little pictures to go with it. Step-by-step treatment for all of your medical emergencies, including, and then I went over that already, and I like the pocket guides, that way I can put it with my first aid kit. I pretty much went over what is in this on the front. But so this is like CPR, so sweeping the tongue, common causes of unconsciousness, which I thought was really cool. Checking the airway, how to do that. Correct way to have CPR done. There's a lot of CPR in here. Oh, helping a choking victim is there. Chest thrusts, which is the Heimlich, if you didn't know that. Knocked out teeth. I believe this is... Oh, that's cool. Medical terminology for it. I like that too. First aid treatment for major bleeding. Okay, so they're telling you to raise the arm to help stem the bleeding. Yes, that is correct. Punctured wounds. It kind of just goes into a lot of detail here. So, asthma, this is a big book. So, febrile seizures. So, I like this. Even if I'm in healthcare myself, I am not a doctor. And sometimes in emergencies, even for people in healthcare, you kind of just, you're trained mostly to be able to think quick on the go, but when it comes to family and friends, there are times where you can just be like frozen and you're like, oh crap, what do I do? So having something like this is really good to have. I'm also not a nurse. I am a medical assistant. I have worked in so many specialties, from wound care, infectious disease, urgent care, primary. I've worked in so many different fields, but I still think it's really good to have a first aid book on you. And I like the pocket guides, like I said, because they're small. Kind of moving out of the first aids, I like to have some naturopath books on me. I am in the medical field, like I said. I do believe medicine has its... I do believe in medicine. I believe in prescription medicines that you need, like antibiotics. I believe in over-the-counter medicine like ibuprofen, but that doesn't mean that I don't believe in supplements and naturopathic medicine. I'm very much in between person, and I think that they have their place each way. And if something were to happen where you don't have access to current medications, current stuff that you use now, like, I believe that it's good to know how to be able to have a natural remedy that could help still fix that issue. Like I said, I do believe that there's boundaries and lines, but I believe that there is a lot of good in the natural stuff. I really, really, truly do believe that's personal. Everyone can have their own opinion, but if something were to happen and you have to bug out, or you have to bug in, or something happens in the world where you just don't have the ability to just like walk down the street and get a prescription pill, or walk to the pharmacy and pick up some ibuprofen, I think this is really good to have. So this is my backyard pharmacy. Most of them are herb based in this book. Oh, this, I forgot to say, this is from Amazon. Don't remember how much it was. I believe it was less than $10 as well. This was $10. I got it from Barnes & Noble. And as you can see, the sticker is not easily coming off. So I need to get some like of that goo stuff that you can put on them. So I like this one in particular. So like it gives medicine cabinet, and then it gives you like what you need and how much you need on it. So this is for cilantro, cayenne peppers. I don't know. There's my cat. Would it be a video without appearance from them? No. Bay leaves. So this is mostly just herbs. Basil, kitchen garden. Oh, so I'm just reading the titles at this point. But I really like this because it gives you an RX page to, and what it can help you with. Sage, how to grow the sage, different varieties, and then gives you like the RX. This isn't my favorite book, but I do like it a lot. So even catnip, just kind of going through a few pages for you to see here. Blueberries. So yeah, this was $10 at Barnes & Noble. Along to go with that, 101 Natural Remedies. These aren't in this, but I like this one a lot. This isn't just a pharmacy book. This is, I don't know if I said this was $10 at Barnes & Noble's. Like I said, I believe natural remedies in all aspects, not just medicine, are good in certain cases. I don't think it's good to constantly be around chemicals like bleach and just, constantly using chemicals. I have cats. If you're around children, I have sensitive system myself even. So I believe all that has its place, like properly sterilizing things, especially in a medical setting. But if you're just at home, I believe a lot of natural remedies can come in handy. And if you aren't able to either afford, like there's deodorant, cleaning supplies, medicine, like all those kind of things, I think this is a really good thing to be able to fall on. If the stores become unavailable or too expensive, you're bugging out, you're bugging in, all that good stuff. Everyone's allowed to have their own opinion, so please be kind in the comments. There's my receipt. It's just saying it's $10. So let me find some examples here. So here's one for headaches, different herbs or different methods. So foot bath for headache relief. It's not just herbal in here. That's why I like this one a lot. Like there's even massaging away for your headache, loosen muscles. Like that's why I like this. It's not just herbs. It's not just like medicines for it. It's like things you can do for yourself. Stress relief. So different eye congestions, jet lag. Like, how cool is this book? I love this. Snoring, even. Like, things you can do for snoring the natural way. Like, I think this is so cool. Sensitivities and intolerances. This is, like, catering to me. I'm very, like, sensitive to everything. Irritable bowel syndrome. So, it gives you, like, different herbal teas to try. Avoiding like different allergies that you might have, eating a high fiber diet. Like, I think this is just amazing. One's for menopause. So, dietary stressors, eating to keep bones strong, regular exercise. Like, it's just cool information in here. Things just to help remind you what could help cater to that. High blood pressure, high cholesterol. This is something that I do believe you need to keep an eye on closely, because if it gets out of whack, you do need a prescription for it. But why not first try this if it isn't like too high? Eating fresh fish and fruits, exercising, relax to the lower blood pressure, eat celery, garlic, and onions. Like, why not try that first? In my opinion, I think go for it as long as you're not in danger. But oh, I still believe like ask your physician, but your physician will probably go straight to medicine. But if you tell them, hey, I want to try these things first, a lot of the time, if you say, can I try exercising more? Can I try eating fish more? Can I try, these things, but have it under watch of a provider? A lot of the times they're going to be like, okay, like keep an eye on your blood pressure, take it 2 or 3 times a day just to kind of keep track of it, and if it hits this certain point, please call me again. That's what a lot of the providers I know will say, but I think each are different. So between you and your provider, or just you yourself, you make that decision, just stay safe. I just don't love giving like medical advice on YouTube because I'm not a doctor. But I do see, if you're curious, I do see for my primary care doctor, I do see a actual doctor with a doctorate degree, and then I also see a naturopath. And I like to do a combination of those things for myself as well. In case you guys are all wondering, as someone that's in healthcare, I like to do a mixture. Body lotions and moisturizers. So that's not even anything pertaining to your health. Just some things that you can try. Give you a few more pages here. Natural pest control. I see this is awesome because I have cats, and if I get ants or anything like that, I can't use chemicals because that's poisonous, actually poisonous to them. So this is cool to kind of try first. Cleaning floors and carpets. Again, nothing to do pertaining to your health, just some natural, different ways that you might not have thought of. Houseplant cares, lawns, weeds, and blooms, cuts and abrasions. So it gives you a little bit of, caring for your sick pet. I have not looked all the way through this yet. I just got it. Just giving you some natural remedies too. Some basic first aids. So, yeah. I think this is really cool. There's also a natural deodorant in here, different recipes for that. I just think it's really cool. Okay, next we're kind of going on to my food section. I also want to take a pause here and say that I also believe having like a survivalist pocketbook is good. I just have not found one that I feel like is a really good one. I also kind of want a pocket-sized one, so it can go in my bucket bag. I believe that is something that would be handy to have though. So if any of you have suggestions for a not extremely expensive one and pocket size, put it down in the comments, please. I would love to see it. So not saying that we're going towards a depression era. I'm not saying that all. The reason why I have a depression era recipe book is for cheap cooking. Things are getting really expensive. Who knows where we will end up eventually. I'm not saying, like I said, I'm not saying we're going towards the depression era. I like this book for cheap cooking ideas, because it's hard sometimes. Although some things in here does not pertain to us anymore. Like a lot of the meat in here is so expensive now, but I still think it's a great book to have. So I'll just go through a couple pages and let you guys like pause and read a few of them. But I just wanted cheap cooking. That's all I wanted. I'm not trying to hint at anything. There's no hidden message in this. A lot of y'all like to really think things that aren't true pertaining to me. So I just wanted to make that clear. So yeah, I think that this is a really cool book. It just gives you a lot of different ideas for cheap cooking. So that's why I have that. I also believe if you have any dietary restrictions, for me, I'm gluten intolerant. I'm not allergic, intolerant. Then have this on you. Yes, there's the internet, but what about if one day the internet isn't working, or the internet is down, or there's a problem with your own personal internet? I don't know. Like, anything could happen at this point. So if you're diabetic, have a diabetic in handbook. If you're milk intolerant, have that in hand. Try to think about if you're vegan, I mean, anything really. Like, I think that if you have any food intolerances, allergies, preferences, why not have a book in hand? This was very cheap, $10 from Barnes and Nobles. Like I said, it does come off, but it comes off very stingy, so I need to get some of that like glue goop. So that's why I have this. It's just an in-hand book. I have a lot of it marked for things that I think I might be interested in cooking, or my mom, just color-coded. Um, so yeah, I just think that this is cool. Give you a little glimpse in here. Of course, I just go to a picture book. So yeah, I just think it's wise to have an in-hand book for your allergies. Why not, right? I just love this kind of stuff. Okay, so this is also from Barnes and Noble's, $12. It was a little bit more expensive than the other Barnes and Noble books. But I just love an in-hand book for like a lot of things. So like foods that can harm, foods that heal. I believe that there's a lot of power in the food we put in our body. Not just allergies or intolerances, but what you eat can reflect what's going on the outside or inside of your body. So example, if I decide to eat really unhealthy one day, chips or like lots of popcorn or like pizza, like just junk, I don't feel good that rest of the day. I feel sluggish. I feel like kind of nasty and gross. When I eat healthier or a good combination, I feel a lot better. I feel like I have more energy. And also what I eat can reflect with some of the health issues I have. So I just think this is a good book that kind of gives you insight. So this is just the beginning, food storage kind of things. But like for this one, bean sprouts, it will give you like things how it's healthy, how it harms, and like different things like health benefits, health risk, storage tips, buying tips, eating tips. Like I just think that's so cool. Beef and veal, they help, what they heal. I mean, how they harm, what they heal. Quick tips, health benefits, buying, eating, storage, repeat. Just kind of repeat. Butternut squash, cherries, chicken, chickpeas, eggplants, eggs itself. Like it gives you almost every single food here, and will give you the choices of what it could help and what it might not. I just think that's so cool. It's not like just catering towards vegetables or meat. It's catering to everything, like pastas. I just think I love that, and I think it's something that will come in handy personally in your home. So that's currently all I have for this video. Thank you for being patient again with me. Like I said, I don't think these are like saying that you need these exact books. I'm not even saying that you should have every single one of these books. It's just something that I personally love to have in my home and wanted to share with you guys. If you have any questions about it, please let me know in the comments. And yeah, I personally just love this kind of stuff. And please leave a comment in below if you have any suggestions on a pocket survival book that won't break the bank. Thank you. Bye.